Hi class and professor. I'm Tucker Hoffman, and I just wanted to talk to you today about how sometimes God's provision looks different than what we would want it to or what we think it should look like. I figured I'd start with a prayer to kind of center our mind on what I'm about to talk about and get our head in the right place for my little message. Alright. Lord, thank you that you know what is right for us and that you give it to us even when we fight against it. Give us wisdom to know when you are saying no or not yet for our benefit, and the patience to wait for your perfect will for us to unfold. Amen. Okay, so my story is that since I started running in the 8th grade, wanted to go to Chico State University to run. That was really the only reason I ran. The only reason I did anything was to run at Chico State. And by my sophomore year of high school, it really looked like that was going to happen. I was putting down some pretty fast times, and I really felt that's what I needed to do. I really wanted to be a part of that team, so that was my drive. They are a Division II NCAA school, so when Simpson contacted me being a little NAIA school, I actually laughed at them when my athletic director told me that Coach Ben had called. I thought, no way I'm ever going to that school. It's a small one, it's a Christian school. I have no interest whatsoever in going to that. So I had a pretty smug, proud attitude when I was contacted by Simpson to come here. So I just totally blew them off. Then my senior year, I got stress fractures and didn't get any faster, and a few other things happened in my life that totally prevented me from going and following my dream at Chico State. So I was really bummed out. I looked for other schools to go to, and I found SoCa University in Southern California. So I thought I was going to go to SoCa, and as I was writing my essays to get into the school, I found out that they are pretty involved in Buddhism, and after doing some soul searching and knowing what I believed, I realized that I couldn't spend the next 4 years of my life there. So last minute, January of my senior year, I had to make a decision to come to Simpson, and it was the last place I wanted to go, but it really was out of my hands at that point. My other option was to take a job at a butcher shop and stay home, and I wanted to do that instead, but my parents said no. So I came to Simpson with a pretty bad attitude, pretty upset about my inability to make it into Chico State, and really looking down on the team that I was going to be a part of. So that didn't make last fall season didn't make it go very well. But over the last year and over the summer, as I've had more time to think about it, I realized that Simpson is my home, and as much as sometimes I fight against it, it is where I need to be. And right now, especially with the major that I'm in and really enjoying my classes, I have just come to peace with that decision. So I'm starting to realize that Chico State's not where I needed to be, especially with my natural bent towards partying. Probably not the right place for me to spend 4 years. So yeah, I'm happy I'm here at Simpson, and that's just an example of God's provision not looking how I wanted it to look. Definitely not what I prayed for over the last few years, but it being what's right for me. So my verse that I had to go along with this was Hebrews 13:5-6, and that is, keep your lives free from the love of money, and be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you nor forsake you. So we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do? Thanks, guys.